Hi. Now I would like to present before you some information regarding homeopathy. This presentation was prepared by Dr. Anand A. Kulkarni, Vice President, Karnataka State Chapter of the National Association of Palliative Care for Ayush and Integrative Medicine. Homeopathy, what are the objectives? Nowadays, people used to take up homeopathic medicine rather than any other streams of medicine because of various reasons. Now, let us see what are things are intertwined in the application of homeopathic medicine. What are the objectives of homeopathy? We give you an overview of homeopathy in this presentation on introduction, origin of homeopathy, fundamental laws of homeopathy, scope and limitation of homeopathy, present situation during corona pandemic. All will be knowing about this great man, great personality, Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, who was with us during 1755-1842. He is considered to be the father of homeopathy. Homeopathy is the science of therapeutics based on law of similars, that is similia similius curantur. According to this law, a drug acts as a curative agent in a disease only if it is capable of producing in a healthy individual a diseased state exactly similar to that observed in the diseased individual. Origin of homeopathy, you have been given a few snaps of the plants and the homeopathic contents contained in these plants. What are the fundamental principles of homeopathy? As I said earlier, law of similia, law of simplex, law of minimum, doctrine of drug proving, theory of chronic disease, theory of vital force, doctrine of drug dynamization. So, these are the fundamental principles of homeopathy. What is law of similia? Two sets of symptoms totality are collected. One group is collected from the patient, another group from the materia medica. Now, these two set of symptom totality are compared. The medicine having the most similar set of symptoms to the disease to be cured is the homeopathic simillimum. Now, what is law of simplex? It means only single simple medicinal substance is to be administered at a time in a given case. We cannot use combination of drugs in homeopathy. What is the third law? Law of minimum. The curative effect of medicine does not depend only on the selection of a similar remedy, but also the quantity. It means the quantity of action necessary to effect any change in nature is the least possible. The decisive amount is always a minimum and infinitesimal. The fourth law, doctrine of drug proving. It is a systematic investigation and evaluation of the disease producing power of substance on the healthy human beings of both sexes, different age groups and of different constitutions. The fifth law, the theory of chronic diseases. After 20 years of exhaustive research, experiment and experience led Hahnemann to conclude that the real cause of chronic disease are miasms, that is sora, psychosis and syphilis, that is the itch, the proliferation or excess and destruction or perversion. The next theory is the theory of vital force. The fundamental power of life preserving energy governs or regulates all the organs and parts of the body is termed as vital force. What are its characteristics? Dynamic, automatic, autocratic, unintelligent and spiritual. The seventh law, the doctrine of drug dynamization or potentiation. It is a process by which the medicinal properties which are latent in natural substances in their crude state become awakened and developed into activity. There are two methods: trituration for insoluble substance, succussion for soluble substances. What are the scopes of homeopathy? Drugs are proved on healthy human beings, holistic and individualistic approach, dynamic nature of disease. And what are its limitations? Diseases with irreversible structural and organic changes, irreversible pathology. When patient is lacking in a vital organ, in cases of acute emergencies, cases where the vital force is exhausted. These are said to be the limitations of homeopathy. What is the present scenario during the COVID pandemic? We have experienced the drastic result that has come into as the uninvited guest of the pandemic COVID-19. Coronavirus. The Ayush Ministry of India has suggested that you should take the Arsenicum album 30 homeopathic medicine for 3 days to avoid infecting the coronavirus. Please forward this message to all. This is the message which was forwarded many times, and I also forwarded this message to my close friends and relatives so that they could prevent affliction or infection of the coronavirus, and many have got good results. Thank you.